Okay, picture this. It's 2000 BCE, and you're chilling by the Nile River, rocking a flawless wig and some kohl eyeliner that's serving looks. Sounds like an Instagram influencer's dream day, right? Well, guess what? Ancient Egyptians were basically the OG influencers without the Wi-Fi. From flexing their wealth with blinged-out jewelry, to throwing parties that would make Coachella jealous. These folks lived a life that screams #goals. Today, we're diving into how ancient Egyptians were the ultimate trendsetters. And trust me, it's wilder than your favorite TikTok drama. So, grab your papyrus, hit that subscribe button, and let's time travel to Influencer Central. This is how ancient Egyptians lived like Instagram influencers. First, let's set the stage. Ancient Egypt wasn't just pyramids and mummies. It was a vibrant, bougie society obsessed with looking good and living large. We're talking 3000 to 1000 BCE. When pharaohs ruled, the Nile was the ultimate hotspot, and everyone was trying to flex their status like it was a sponsored post. If you were rich, or even middle class, you didn't just wake up and go to work. Nah, you curated your brand. Your clothes, your makeup, your house, all of it screamed, "I'm kind of a big deal." Sounds familiar, right? Like scrolling through Instagram, where every post is a glow-up. But how did they pull this off without filters or ring lights? Let's break it down with 3 ways ancient Egyptians lived like they were ready for their close-up. Number 1, beauty routines that scream selfie-ready. First up, their beauty game. Egyptians didn't just wake up like this. They worked for it. Both men and women were obsessed with looking flawless, and their routines would make a modern beauty guru jealous. Let's start with makeup. Kohl eyeliner wasn't just a vibe. It was a lifestyle. They mixed charcoal and lead. Yep, lead. Don't try this at home. To create that iconic cat eye look. Why? Partly to protect their eyes from the sun, but mostly because it was fierce. Imagine them staring into a bronze mirror, perfecting their liner like they're about to drop a selfie captioned, "Slay like Cleopatra." And don't get me started on wigs. Hair was a status symbol, and Egyptians shaved their heads to stay cool, then slapped on wigs made of human hair or palm fiber. Rich folks had wigs dripping with beeswax curls, basically screaming, "I'm verified!" Oh, and skincare? They were mixing honey and milk mask before it was a Pinterest trend. But here's the funny part. They also used crocodile dung as a face mask. Yes, ugh. Imagine the hashtag glow up or blow up. Point is, Egyptians treated beauty like a full-time job, curating their look to make sure everyone knew they were the moment. Number 2, parties that were basically sponsored events. Next, let's talk about their social scene, because Egyptians threw parties that would make influencers green with envy. If you were elite, your house was basically an event venue. Picture this, a banquet hall packed with linen-clad guests, tables piled with bread, figs, and roasted duck, and servants pouring beer like it's an open bar. These weren't just dinners, they were productions. Musicians played harps, dancers twirled, and everyone was there to see and be seen. Sound like a brand launch party? Exactly. The rich even had their own version of candid content. They'd commission tomb paintings showing their epic feasts, like an ancient Instagram grid. One funny detail? Guests wore perfume cones on their heads, think wax hats that melted into their wigs for that all-night scent. Imagine the chaos. Oh no, my perfume cone's dripping into my beer. And get this, they loved getting tipsy. Beer was a staple. And party games like Pass the Lotus Flower were their version of Truth or Dare. Egyptians knew how to flex their wealth and fun, making sure their followers, meaning neighbors, were jealous. Number 3, status flexes that screamed, "I'm that guy." Finally, Egyptians were masters at flexing their status, just like influencers dropping a Rolex pic. Wealth wasn't just money, it was how you showed it off. Gold jewelry was the ultimate power move. Nobles wore collars stacked with turquoise and lapis lazuli, basically saying, "My neck's worth more than your house." Even regular folks rocked amulets for that low-key drip. And their homes? Rich Egyptians built mini mansions with lotus ponds and painted walls, like an ancient HGTV special. But here's the funniest flex. They carried around folding stools. Yes, stools. Why lug a chair to a party? Because it screamed, "I'm portable and fabulous." It's like showing up with a designer handbag just because you can. Egyptians curated every detail of their lives to project success, and their followers, aka the whole village, ate it up. They were living for the clout 3,000 years before the algorithm. So there you have it. Ancient Egyptians were basically Instagram influencers with better pyramids. They slayed with beauty routines, threw parties that went viral in hieroglyphs, and flexed their status like nobody's business. Next time you're perfecting your eyeliner or planning a big night out, just remember, you're channeling your inner Egyptian. What's another ancient influencer secret you want to know? Drop it in the comments and let's keep the time travel vibes going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell because history's too wild to miss. Stay fabulous, and I'll see you next time on Rebecca's Creative Reverie. Bye!